Welcome everybody to the channel. Hi, girls, boys, men, women, no children. My content isn't really for kids. Welcome, my name is Tessie. Thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. New subscribers, old subscribers, welcome. Guys, I might go back to my old channel name because I don't know, I need to think of a new channel name. Yeah, a lot's happening. We've just come back from Poland and I will be uploading the Luxury Poland blog. I want to be giving them. I'm going to be giving you lot luxury. I'm going to be giving you lot horses, 5-star hotels, different things. Don't worry, the vlog is coming. Just give me time. I need to do it. I'm trying to do it in a professional way. So give me time. We had a fantastic time and I want you guys to see the beauty of the landscape of the country and everything. So yeah. Guys, girls, non-binaries. Today, I want to talk about an interesting topic. Hence why I have appeared in this dress. Because I want to talk about the mindset that I'm seeing a lot as to whether being slim gives you more options in the dating pool and whether these options lead to the outcomes that women are trying to look for, especially in the Black community. Now, I have appeared, I'm wearing trousers under this dress because, sorry, I'm not trying to expose myself like that. I'm not coming on here without trousers underneath this dress, okay? It's just not gonna happen, okay? So, sort it. Now, let me come and sit down. Guys, I'm actually trying to, I'm gonna keep the glasses on because Greg watches my videos. Oh, he loves watching my videos. And he actually has like a thing for me with glasses on. He's obsessed. He always goes, oh, you remind me of the businesswoman that you are. You have this librarian businesswoman look. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. So yeah, the glasses are staying on. And also because I can't see without them and it really sucks. I can't see and I'm really blind without my glasses. So they're staying on so that I can actually see you guys. Because when I don't have my glasses on, I genuinely can't see a thing. Okay, so today we are going to talk about whether sometimes I'm so dorky. Today we're going to talk about whether whether slim women have more options. But before we talk about that, we need to first ask, are the options that the slim women have even good options? Yes. One thing I will say is when a woman is in a healthy weight, she definitely has more options. It's true. It's very true. It's 100% true. I don't think that's something that can be denied. Now, the question should be asked whether those options are good options. And a lot of the time, the options are not good options. I definitely think the more options you have, the more you are likely to meet someone that is good, but you might have to, a lot of women do go through awful relationships before they meet someone that is good. And some women never even meet someone that is good for them. Hence why a lot of women are now opting out of relationships or joining the decentering men movement. So if you've not heard of the decentering men movement, decentering men is a movement where women are just like opting out of worrying about attracting men or being, which I think is a good movement, but ironically, it's also a movement that's about men. Funnily enough, even though it's talking about decentering men, it still centers men in a way. I think the only way you can really get away from it is being neutral. So I am incredibly neutral when it comes to men. I don't think about men on a broad scale. Unless I'm doing these videos, that's it. If you ask me if I hate men, I'll tell you no. If you ask me if I love men, I'll tell you no. They're just there. They're just there. That's what it is. They're just existing and doing their thing. That's how I see them. I don't hate them. I don't love them. They're just there. So for me, I'm very neutral on the topic of men. I neither hate nor love them. They're just there. And I think a lot of women have this mindset and they're going on shows talking about this, of whether a woman being slimmer means that you'll have options. But no one ever talks about the fact that a lot of these options aren't good, because just because you're slimmer doesn't mean that you have the relationship skills needed to navigate the dating pool in a way where you will not pick someone who will abuse you, harass you, make your life a misery, treat you badly. It does not mean you have the dating skills to pick a good partner for you. A lot of people don't even know how to pick a good partner for themselves. They don't know the kind of characteristics they're looking for in a long-term relationship. They don't know the kind of person that they believe they would want to spend the rest of their life with. They don't even know their own characteristics that they have. They don't know the kind of personality attributes they have that would mix well with somebody else, because you need to, if you, okay, I'll give you an example. If you are a bit of a forceful person, or you have a bit of a forceful personality, you probably wouldn't do well dating someone with a forceful personality as well, because you would clash. There would be a power struggle and you'd be clashing all the time, arguing, because you both have very strong personalities. A lot of people don't understand that you even have to know the kind of personality attribute you have and how to match it with somebody else's personality attributes, so that you are complementing each other instead of killing each other. A lot of people don't know how, they don't understand this skill. And being slim doesn't mean you have this skill. It just means you're slim. Being slim doesn't even mean you're physically healthy. It just means you're slim. You can look great on the outside and terrible stuff is going on the inside of your body. So being slim, number one, it doesn't mean you have the dating skills to navigate the options that you may have. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily healthy. And to make it worse, it doesn't mean that the options that you get, that you won't be cheated on, abused, lied to. Right now, as I'm talking, there's one slim girl somewhere crying. There's one slim girl crying somewhere, crying because some guy has done something to her, upset her or hurt her. So this mindset that obese women don't have any options at all, or an overweight women don't have, is a lie. First of all, why are we so worried about whether being slim gives you more options, when actually we should be thinking about being healthy for our long-term life and enjoyment? Remember in my other video, which I'll link here, where I talked about Black women and weight, I really specifically honed down on the fact that your weight has nothing to do, you shouldn't even be worried about dating when it comes to keeping yourself healthy. It's about making sure your body doesn't become a coffin and you don't become a burden onto yourself. That's literally it. It's about making sure that you can move in a body that will allow you to experience life till its fullest. That's the main thing, and be healthy and at least live a healthy and long and happy life, because living life in a body that doesn't allow you to move is a torture. It is. It's a torture. It's one of the reasons why when people are in car accidents or they lose their legs, the first thing the doctor is focused on is getting them onto the wheelchair, because they need to start moving again. That's it. When you don't move, you have no life. How can you have a life if you don't move? So that should be the main focus, not on whether being slim gives you dating options, because many of the slim women don't even know how to use the dating options that they have to get them the outcomes that they have. They're still stuck in situationships, still stuck with men that treat them like trash, still stuck with guys that don't treat them well. And a lot of women are so traumatized that they've gotten to the point where they're completely opting out of relationships, or they're just completely burnt out, and they are just now completely not interested in even considering being with someone on a long-term basis. It's just short-term dating here and there. So I think a lot of people get confused when they start saying, oh, well, being slim, it will open your options. Okay, but you open your options to what? What's in the pool? Open your options to what? And then you'll get men that will go, there are good men out there. Yes, of course they are. But I mean, the journey to finding one isn't easy for a lot of people. The journey to finding a good partner isn't easy. A lot of people actually don't even find someone to spend the rest of their life with. Some people don't want to be married, and some people don't want to spend the rest of their life with someone. That's fine. But a lot of people who do, they don't find that person. It's not a guarantee. There's an element of luck actually attached to this. So a lot of people don't talk about. There's an element of luck, but being slim, it's not necessarily about opening up your dating options. It's more about your health. And yes, it does give you more access, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll know what to do with the access that you've been given. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the options that you choose will lead to a long-term marriage or commitment or whatever it is that you're hoping to get, family life or whatever it is. Okay, so I don't know if I should give you an example. Should I give you an example? But yeah, just because you're slim doesn't mean your love life is going to be fantastic or amazing. I mean, I literally think we've seen evidence of that. As long as the world has existed, we've seen evidence of this. So I'm not really sure why people are struggling to understand this. At the same time, yes, I encourage every woman to try and get healthy and try and be a healthy way for yourself, for your own life, for your own existence. It's got nothing to do with dating options or whatever. And the you know what? The blatant fat phobia is despicable, especially because already it's hard being a woman. Then you're adding being a black woman. It's like, whoa. And then you're adding being a bigger black woman, and that's just hard existence. And the blatant fat phobia is horrific. The way bigger black women are treated and denigrated when it comes to dating options. I see people talking about them on different dating shows, and it's just awful. And actually that's a very good indicator of the kind of person someone is. Kindness, empathy, and the ability to understand and relate to people is something that is lacking from a lot of people. And a lot of women, though they may be slim, they do not understand how to identify, how to maintain standards outside of income and looks. They do not understand how to identify good characteristics and attributes in a man outside of his income and outside of his looks. Simple. And it's really bad because you need to be able to identify if someone is kind, treats you well. And this is why women are genuinely with men that don't treat them well. And then they're wondering why they're being treated badly. And it's like, can you not recognize that this person doesn't treat you well? Can you not recognize this? And a lot of women can't recognize this. Despite being slim or being the desired beauty standard size, they still can't recognize that they're not being treated well because they lack the skills to identify the desired characteristics and personality traits that they actually want in a partner. So there's also that. When I first started dating Greg, or should I even talk about my ex? No, I don't care about any of my exes. I don't care about them. But when I first started dating Greg, my beloved, my darling, my honey, my sweetness. When I first started dating him, and you guys know that we're planning the wedding and everything. That's long thing. It's a long thing. But when I first started dating him last year, I identified certain very important characteristics in him. Number one was his kindness. He was incredibly kind. The kind of kindness that you can't fake. Okay, so I'll give you an example. You guys know I was very ill last year. I was very, very ill. Like I was in hospital kind of ill, eating hospital food, and I was sleeping and I had surgery and everything. Greg was there. And he was harassing doctors to make sure I got treatment, driving me to the hospital every day. Literally, hospital parking is expensive. He was driving me to the hospital, cooking, cleaning, helping me, sleeping in my hospital bed. He was the first person I saw when I woke up from my surgery. And we had only been together 3 months. It's not even like we've been together for a year, but yeah, I see women in relationships with long-term relationships with men who won't even make them a cup of tea. If this woman is sick, she knows she's not going to get taken care of because she's with someone who's not treating her well. Some women, they have husbands who won't even drive them to the hospital. And these are slim women. So that, what does that show me? What does that show you? Your size doesn't determine how you navigate the dating pool, and it doesn't determine whether you have common sense. Your size, your weight doesn't determine whether you know how to use your brain in order to seek the right type of partner for you. It doesn't determine whether you are sensible. It doesn't determine whether you know how to pick somebody. It does not. It does not, because otherwise every slim woman would be treated fantastically, and that's just not the case. And when I asked him, I said to him, baby, why did you treat me so well? I mean, I obviously believed I deserved to be treated so well, but I wanted to understand his thought process. And the only way I could do that would be to ask him. And he said, and I said, why did you take care of me so much? And at this point, he hadn't even told me he'd loved me yet. He didn't even tell me I love you yet. And yet he was literally doing so much for me. And he said, because it's my duty. And I was like, wow. And he said, yeah, we're in a relationship. It's my duty to take care of you. It's as simple as that. And I was just like, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Honestly, I was like, hey, yes. I was loving it. I was thinking, yes, okay, I've hit the jackpot. And I was able to identify that this person had kindness, and this was their normal way of being. They weren't putting on the kindness. They weren't faking the kindness, because a lot of men do that. Sometimes they fake it. And a lot of women can't recognize this. And I realized that there were several other attributes that he had. Now, Greg isn't perfect. He does stuff to annoy me, as everybody does. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So, but little things, petty things, those aren't things that, really cause relationship issues, I would say. One thing women struggle to understand is whether a guy's attributes, positive attributes, outweigh the negatives. So in Greg's case, I would say 85% of his attributes, or in fact, 85 is too low, 90% of his attributes are positive, and 10% of things that he does really annoy me and I don't like them. But I can live with the 90% because it's an overwhelming positive majority of things that he does that benefit, enrich my life, make me happy, and make me a happier person. A lot of women don't understand how to differentiate between the pros and cons of a guy. So when they pick someone, they see a couple of things that the guy does. So I hear this a lot. I hear a lot of women going, oh, the guy treats me so well. He's perfect, but he's a porn addict. Then how is he perfect? He's not perfect then, is he? So he treats me so well. But then sometimes we'll just have a really big argument and he'll push me. So then he doesn't treat you well. So you see, even in that language, the woman cannot identify that she's been treated badly. She still thinks the man is treating her well. She still thinks the man is doing some amazing stuff for her, even though in that same sentence, she's identified several problematic behaviors that the guy is doing. A lot of women do not understand how to identify problematic behaviors in a man, which is why it doesn't matter what size you are. You can still end up getting abused, used, mistreated, cheated on, and treated like trash. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, obviously you should be healthy for yourself, but that, even if that may give you options, it doesn't mean that those options are going to be good or that you'll understand how to pick the best option for you. Yes, I know I'm spitting out game. Don't forget to like and subscribe in this video because you know it's true and you love it. One last thing I will say as well, not only do a lot of women do not understand how to identify when there are problems, because a lot of women actually, when they're talking about their issues with someone or their dating issues, they understand the problems already, but they just don't know how to separate their understanding from the actions that they need to take. So I'll give you an example. a woman will talk about how she's struggling with dating and she's meeting several guys who are treating her nicely, but they're not taking that next step. But then if you actually look at the several guys, there will be certain common denominators that will be in those several guys. And she'll describe them over and over again, but she won't be able to actually identify that it's this common denominator that is actually present in all of the guys that she's been dating. And she'll be like, what's wrong with me? Is it my body? Am I not slim enough? No, there's nothing wrong with your body. And this is what a lot of women don't understand. It doesn't matter how like, so what? How you don't, so what? So freaking what? Like, okay, you're slim, so what? You're skinny, so what? That means nothing. It means nothing. Okay, yes, it means you're, you can style yourself, try many different looks and all of that, but it doesn't mean that you understand how to approach building a long-term connection with somebody. It just doesn't mean that. A lot of people struggle with this. They don't know how to build human connection. They don't understand human connection at all. They don't understand that human connection is so beyond the physical. It's so beyond the physical. It's so, like, I've seen this happen where some people, a guy is dating two attractive ladies. They're both beautiful, but there'll be one that will be so much more. He'll be interested in so much more. And at that point, it's got nothing to do with looks. Human connection is so much more than the physical outside. It's one very small part. Attraction is necessary, but it doesn't, and the way you present yourself is necessary, but it's one very small facet of human connection. There is so much more. Even your political affiliation, the politics you have, the mindset you have, the kind of dreams you have, the kind of goals you have, the kind of personality traits. Some people's personality doesn't mix well together, they clash. There's so many things that go into building human connection, not just if you're slim. There's so many things that go into making sure that you understand how to date and pick the best option for you. Being slim has nothing to do with that. And just because a woman is a bigger doesn't mean that she won't be able to understand how to pick. There are bigger women in happy relationships who understand how to pick the best option for them amongst the options that they have. And this is something that women don't understand. There are women that are bigger that understand how to pick the best person for them. Yes, don't get me wrong. I hear bigger women talking about how sometimes they're maltreated, they're mistreated, they're treated badly. The guy will pretend to like them. He will feel ashamed bringing them around his family or friends or whatever, or he'll only go to them for a booty call. But I also see that as another example of a woman who doesn't know how to pick the best option for herself amongst whatever options she may have. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. For me, being slim does not mean that you will understand how to pick the best person for you. It does not even mean you will meet the best person. Yes, you have access to more people. Doesn't mean any of those people will be suitable for you. Remember, guys, I talked to you about how I got 2,000 people. 2,000 people liked me in 2 days on a day now. I'm very sure that 1,900 of those people are utterly not suited to me in any way whatsoever. I was very fortunate to meet Greg. I was very fortunate that the second time that literally the person that matched me is the person I met on the second day of being on that app. It's luck. It's luck. It's as simple as that. So I want this whole mindset of, if you're slim, this is why a lot of women end up getting played and abused, because they believe it's only being slim. That's why there's this toxic obsession with beauty subs and rating subs like Vindicta and all that rubbish nonsense, because they believe that as long as they're slim, they will repel the bad, trashy guys away from them. No, you won't. Being slim will not repel the trashy guys away from you. It won't repel the trashy guys away from you. what will do that is knowing how to pick the best option for you, which is a skill that you must learn. And a lot of women don't understand this. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I need to go because I really want to finish editing my vlog. I really want to wow you lot. I'm just here putting my Gucci lipstick on. I really want to wow you lot with this vlog, and then I want to take a rest and not upload any more videos for a while, so you lot can just deal with the videos I've got on there. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments. Although if you're just acting wacko, then your comment just gets blocked because I don't care. Like, I really don't. It's really not that deep for me. But yeah, I appreciate all the comments and all the, likes, and, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to watch some other videos, because I've organized. So guys, I'm organized all my videos now to, all the content that's for Black women, I've put it in one place. And actually, I was talking specifically about this content is actually about Black women as well. So because there is so many videos out there about Black women who who are overweight. Do they not have options in the dating market? Blah blah. That if you have overweight, that you won't have your bills paid. Blah, blah, blah. Like, there's even videos on whether a guy will pay your bills based on what weight you are, which is absolutely freaking tragic and disgusting, in my opinion. And a lot of men are really clueless. They don't even know what a woman actually weighs unless she tells you, because body weight is distributed in a completely different way. Someone who's taller can look better than someone who's shorter, may be a higher weight, but can look better than someone who's taller. It depends on where the weight is distributed. A lot of men don't even know how much a woman weighs until she comes and tells you. So, and their guesses are always wrong. Their guesses about a woman's weight, they're always wrong. Their guesses are always wrong. They're just ridiculous. They're just so funny. So this topic was actually about Black women as well, because I'm seeing so much of that. And you guys know, G spoils me rotten. G pays for my bills, spoils me, takes me out, buys me this, buys me that. And for the most part, yes, it's because he loves me. He's obviously attracted to me, likes how I look. But the human connection, the love comes from the human connection, not from how physically attractive, but the human connection that we have built, the bond. Even if I was hurt or injured, he'd be there. Because we're not going to be worried about being slim all the time. Sometimes you might be hurt, sometimes you might be injured. Your partner needs to care about you when you're not in a tight dress, or you're not in a pencil skirt showing off your legs. Your partner still needs to care about you. A lot of people get this confused, but yeah. So this video was about Black women content, and I'm seeing a lot of this black videos about Black women and whether they're overweight and obese, and will they get someone, a provider, will they get attention, will they get leave all of that nonsense. You lot should worry about building human connection, because you can't even do that. So why not sort that out first? And yeah, I'll be dropping the vlog on me and G's trip to Poland. It was wonderful, guys. His family accepted me so much. His friends, his aunt was like, when is the wedding? When is it happening? It was wonderful. We had a fantastic time. So yeah, I can't wait to drop that, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to watch my other content as well. And yeah, I will see you later. And I love you all. So have a great day and enjoy the rest of your day. And watch my videos as well, because I said so. Okay, bye guys.